Hey there, you guys. This is going to be a tarot weekend guidance reading, and it's going to be for March the 10th through the 12th, 2017. Okay, so we're just going to look into this weekend's energies, and we do have a full moon in Virgo coming up, so you might want to check your placements, like check your natal charts to see where Virgo lands on your chart, to see what, or at least what house it lands in, to see where you're going to be affected and how. Okay. Sometimes you guys might see me outside, so it might be a little bit of different scenery, like natural lighting, because it is nice outside, kind of, to a degree. So I live in Arizona, so it's like the weather is so weird. Like 1 minute it's really cold, then throughout the day it's like 90 degrees already, which is crazy, and then at night it's like pretty cool, so it's very weird. Okay, so I'm going to pull straight from the top. So you have the Devil as the overall energy for the weekend. Challenge and lesson, the Five of Swords. Suggested approach, the Sun. Three of Cups is our focus. Outcome, the Knight of Swords, with the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so overall energy, gotta get past whatever these limitations are. I'm hearing the word feeling stupid, judging yourself, blaming yourself in any way. I'm hearing any egotistical battles that you're having within yourself or within a specific situation this weekend. You need to get out of that. Like, you're sabotaging your own self. You're your worst enemy. Because it's like spirit sometimes imposes these things on us to see where we're going wrong within ourselves. It's not really so much anyone else's fault. It's more so about where you are within your own self, what you're dealing with. So, because I just get a lot of fears, and it's like you're creating all of this fantasy, this boogeyman story in your mind. It's like this nightmare that you're creating. It's not actuality. It's not real. And I think Spirit wants you to see past that, see the illusion of where that's coming from. The challenge with that is the Five of Swords. So on a lower level, this is kind of like the Devil card in a sense, on a mental level, because this is thoughts that we tell ourselves that something is wrong, or we're stupid, we're foolish, we're not smart enough, we're not capable enough. How could I have done that? I kind of can relate to this, because I get what the Five of Swords is. You might be regret saying something. Like, you might be looking at the situation like you messed messed up, or you missed a step, or you like hung yourself, or you just put yourself out there, and now you feel trapped. Like, there's no going back. I feel stupid. So you might have said something that you might feel stupid about now, or feel like you made a mistake and you shouldn't have said what you said. And I kind of feel like that, or at least for my own specific reason. Like, I feel like I kind of sabotaged myself in some way, or made myself, look dumb or embarrassed. So that could be what is going on. Like, these are little mental battles that you're having that you need to overcome. In some way, Spirit is trying to show you that you can overcome these energies. You can actually shift out of this. With the 5, the number 5 is all about life change, shifting energy. So it's something that you can easily shift out of. It's not totally detrimental. It could also be you're challenged by things that you're speaking into existence, that you're telling yourself, and you don't know that you're trapping your own self by doing this. Your suggested approach is the Sun. So your suggested approach is to look at things from a positive perspective in any way that you can, any way that's possible, and not doubt that. Okay, that aspect is there for a reason, especially with it being a major arcana. Tells me that spirit is trying to get you to see the brighter picture, not looking at things from this scary, nightmarish type of energy. It's not real. It's kind of what we've created. So in order to shift out of that, I feel like they want us to approach the situation by looking at all of the positives in any way that we can. Any positives that come up for you, take that with you. Focus on that. And it'll totally, I feel like it will revitalize the situation. Because your focus with the Three of Cups, your focus needs to be on something about socializing and being friendly. Um, Feeling like you're not an oddball out, and whether it's in a situation or with other people, like you're not someone that's just the oddball, like you're not the stupid one, you're not the ugly one, the um, boring one, whatever you might be thinking about yourself. It's like you can be a part of, it's like you're a separate entity from the world or the collective or from a group of people. So stop making yourself look like the oddball or the sheep, like the black sheep. In a good way, it's good to stand out and be unique because you see they're all wearing different colors. So obviously, um, they are unique and separate, but they're also the same. So stop seeing yourself as like something negative. Focus on the fact that there's nothing wrong with me. I fit in the picture as well. I'm not this odd person. I'm not this unimportant person. Because it's like whatever the outcome is, it's definitely about shifting your perception with the Knight of Swords. So whatever you might have said or did, or however you put yourself out into a situation, you're going to shift how you see that. Like there's something that clarifies whatever your boogeyman is. It's going to clarify all of that, where it's not that big of a deal. Because I feel like you're making it out to be more than what it actually is with the Five of Swords. It's like whatever this devil that you're creating, it's not that big of a deal. Um, um, so I'm going to pull from the Romance Angels deck to see what we have here on the love front this weekend. All right, so with the Romance Angels, we're going to look at where the energies are for the weekend, the love energies. What is the energies in the areas of love, partnerships? Healing family issues. So some of this stuff that we're dealing with this weekend, where we were our own worst enemies, healing family issues, it says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So I'm getting that it steers from, because you have the codependency card at the bottom. So it could be that you're projecting this fear. If you don't get back something in return, um, in some way, if you don't get back what you want, it can register to you as rejection or not fitting in or something being wrong with you. And it comes from something that has happened to you, maybe in a childhood situation with your parents, possibly, where your father, didn't give you much attention, even though you might have put yourself out there for them. Like, look, Dad, look what I drew. And they kind of was like, yeah, yeah, or something like that. Or they weren't around as much, so it made you feel like, well, if my parents aren't together or my father is not in the home, then there must be something wrong with me. Sometimes children do think like that. Um, Maybe your mother wasn't as nurturing or loving or approving of you. It could be that you're always used to your father building you up, telling you you're so handsome or you're so beautiful, you're so smart. And when you get out into the world, it's like you go after things that are opposite of that, or when you're not getting that same treatment, you feel not important. So in some way, this is like for you to heal these issues within you, and it steers from codependency with at that at the bottom of the deck. So it's really not about anybody else or any really big outside issues. It's inner things that still need to be reflected upon, and obviously needs to be released because it's not a healthy situation for you, because it's affecting how you see yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna pull from the romance. I'm gonna pull from the Angel Gods and Goddesses deck as angelic advice for the weekend. What is the advice from the angelic realm, divine spirit? What is the advice for us as the collective this weekend? Okay, Goddess of Awakening. This is a wondrous time of exploration, romance, and creativity. I feel like this is the Virgo full moon. Something about it, also with the Venus retrograde into play with the romantic and creativity energy. Virgo tends to be a very deep thinker, very practical, very fixed. So the exploration aspect I can see. So these energies are going to be a good time. Spirit's telling you to explore these energies, specifically in the areas of creativity, whether it's creating a new life for yourself, figuring out what you want to do career-wise, hobbies, reinventing your lifestyle, whether it's changing up your eating habits, whether it's your self-image, how you see yourself, how you're taking care of yourself, how you love yourself, how you love others around you, your romantic life. What are the unhealthy patterns that I'm still holding on to? What do I really want in love and relationships? It's like this is a good time to really dive deep into those things. Spirit's telling you, and you're going to receive a lot of awakening, obviously, a lot. And with the Goddess of Awakening, the goddess energy, Virgo is, for me, it's like a female energy. It's the Virgin. Venus, obviously, is a feminine planet or energy. So I feel like a lot of us are tapping into these feminine energies and have to embrace our inner goddess, male or female, doesn't matter. We all have a feminine principle within us. So I feel like really nurturing ourselves is going to help that, like really taking time out for ourselves to get into these things helps us receive the awakening that's here. Because it's like Spirit wants to like send us some type of clarity in situations, revitalize the way that we see ourselves, like totally be open and vulnerable. You see she's nude, so it's like being open, being receptive. Okay, so that's the reading, you guys, for this weekend. I hope that this helps you, that it may have resonated, and of course I will see you guys next time for Monday's reading, and much love to you guys. Enjoy your weekend.